Hello, and welcome to the daily political tarot and astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed, or whatever works for you. So, hello. Wait. Eeks. Cat Toy saying lunchtime on a rainy October day. I hope everyone's doing well. Oh, hello. All right. All right. Okay. I've been waiting to use this. I've been waiting for a good Tuesday to use this. Do you see this cuteness? If you just add a little brown to the tail, that is exactly what baby Boo Boo. That's exactly what Bailey looked like before he was. I didn't have him from when he was a small kitten, but he wasn't quite full grown when he came into my life. That's what he looked like. Could you look at that face and not vow to spend the rest of your life making sure he was never hungry again, making sure he had a good life? You okay, sweetness? Speaking of which, you okay? You okay? Poor little thing. Okay. He was a teenager, yes. Julie says it is a face for the ages, yes. Just a little sweetness. Are you okay, dear heart? Oh, you poor thing. And here I am saying nice things about you. I'll take care of you. Yes. Yes, and I always will. I always will. You and your brother. For life. Okay, so Cat Toy says every single day, one cat mom to another. Yay! Red's Nest says little black calypso on my lap, keeping my leg warm under a blanket tunnel. Thank you, Scary Heartbeat. Yeah, I wanted to do something that would match, but also a little hint of Halloween. Plus, we never did figure out why he was upset. Because he was very tired. Because he was very tired and he wouldn't go to sleep. Best I can tell. All right. Julie says my tortie is snoring as she lies in the sunshine. Oh, this is so sweet. All right, and this is the energy we need, because we're going to talk about the news. Although the last thing we're talking about today is the shock. The shock that I had. Sarah told me about it this morning. I was like, I literally leaned back in my chair and I was just like, no. Anyway, but it wasn't like Trump no. It was just that is so stupid. Anyway, we'll get there. Okay. Okay. Let me pull up the question should be right here. Yeah. Okay. And I hope people are liking this song. It has its own little video now. I could have sworn I made a little music playlist, but I don't see it, so I'll have to double check on that one because I have 4 songs now. Songs for Democrats. All right, now we are going to do something that is a little okay. So you gotta hear me through on this one, okay? At 4:45. All right. I was talking to someone earlier today. I talked to various people in the morning, and I was talking to someone earlier today who was talking about that ICE is ramping up surveillance of social media accounts. And thank you. And especially the social media accounts of those who oppose ICE or the Trump administration's immigration policy. Recently, ICE signed a $5.7 million 5-year contract to use Zignal Labs, an AI-powered surveillance platform capable of analyzing over 8 billion social media posts daily to detect threats in real time. The software, also used by the Pentagon, the Israeli military, and the DHS, Department of Homeland Security, marks ICE's latest step in expanding its digital surveillance network, joining other AI tools like ShadowDragon and Babel X to gather intelligence and direct immigration enforcement operations, often targeting immigrants and activists based on online activity. All right, the person I was talking to was understandably very upset. Understandably very upset. But I did feel the urge to point something out that I want to make sure I also tell you, because I think this is very important. At the skip everything else. We're going right down to the basics, which is human brains. These things that evolved from back here up to the front, okay? And for all of our higher reasoning, people talk about our frontal lobes here and how that really separates us from other animals in the world in giving us intelligence. Well, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, I assumed that meant that just like there's like they're not as big as golf balls, but there are two chunks in the back here that have to do with our sight, and there are parts that do this and parts that do that, and they're this big and they're like that, and they're, 3D modeling, you'd have little areas, right? The frontal lobes, is about 1/4 of an inch deep. That's it. That's all we got. And yes, the other more are a lot of connections, and we don't have a smooth brain like, oh, those poor koalas. Whoo, man. But our brains have only evolved so far. All right, and this is important. This is crucial for us to understand now and in other areas of life that come up. We have only evolved so far. Up until pretty much yesterday, 20 minutes ago in our evolution, over millions and then 100,000 years or more, 200,000, 300,000 years. Up until 20 minutes ago, no human ever dealt with more than maybe 150, 200 people in their entire lives. On the scale of our evolution, us dealing with more than just a tiny number of people is right here at the end. All right? This is all this time. Our brains are incredibly bad at visualizing scale. For all of that time, we didn't need to know what a million of anything was. We never evolved to be able to understand 330 million people. You can create graphics, infographics. You can go, oh, okay, so if this is this, then that is that. And you can get an understanding, an intellectual understanding, a better understanding But we did not evolve to understand the scale that we live in right now. The reason this is important is because it makes your fears, when you hear negative things about what's happening or what's possible, your brain is struggling to put it in a context of more than maybe 3,000 people. Big village, 3,000, right? I better close the door. That's very loud. By the way, I'm trying to organize over here, which is why this mess is still sitting here. And it's even got more binders now. Anyway. All right, so that is what we're struggling with. So when we hear things, for example, ICE is ramping up surveillance of social media accounts. Okay? There is, if you have, people in your family who might, if they were put right in front of a group of ICE agents, they'd get questioned for whatever reason. You'd immediately be, your fight and flight response, your adrenaline goes up. But here's the thing. Do you know how hard it is to get noticed? Honestly, I have 2,500 videos on this channel. Do you know much notice I've gotten for my speaking out against Trump? Nothing. It is very hard. So, while I understand people are really worried, please understand that your fears may or may not be based on the reality around you, because just the way that our brains are hardwired. All right, so now I want to say that Google contributed to the new ballroom. Am I correct in that? And Google is, owned by, it's Alphabet is the parent company, and Alphabet owned YouTube. So Alphabet, Google, YouTube, and here we are. If they start shutting down, if Alphabet, if they start pushing policies that start shutting down left-leaning channels, there are too many of us. There are too many of us. We will find an alternative. We will find a competitor, and they better ramp up their infrastructure fast, because they will get an influx of people. Our military cannot, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, if martial law is declared, they can't do that to our country. Not maybe one little area for a limited amount of time, but our country's too big to live under martial law. You can't get there from here. And there are more registered Democrats than there are registered Republicans. So I'm trying to explain through all of that. I know it was long-winded, but please, if you see something that's triggering you in the news, and you're afraid, maybe just keep one thought in the back of your mind, which is, this is on a scale, even with a computer to help, it's on a scale where it's too big, and my brain's not processing that, oh, there are all of these people going out for the No Kings protests who are speaking out, who have whole channels devoted to this, who write books about trying to save democracy and will succeed. So anyway, Divergent Moon says that's why so many people are opening Substack accounts, but it's still not ideal. We need systems that are not organized by capitalist ideals with no user input. There you go. Dorinda's pointing out that Google, Amazon, Meta, Apple, and Microsoft all contributed in one form or another to the Epstein ballroom. Okay. Thank you. All right, so and these are the kind of cards I normally get. Higher wisdom. Yeah, there's some people we may need to protect. We may need to hide. Whatever your situation is, God bless you. It's like with, I'm not unhappy to see that I'm seeing more and more social media posts saying, if you're out getting groceries or whatever, and you see somebody stealing food, like basics, bread, you didn't see anything. I'm not gonna say you should break the law. I'm just saying that we have to be careful. We have to be careful what we're doing. And we have to keep things in perspective. So I'm not agreeing with them. I'm just saying we need to look at things in perspective. Yeah, they're throwing everything out there to deflect also, because release the Epstein files. Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords. These would be your younger people, your influencers, but this is adding insult to injury. But look, it ends in happy democratic families and Democrats and nostalgia, and they're trying to scare us. They're trying to get us to leave, to run, to be afraid, to hide, to be quiet. And not everybody can speak out. It's a fact. Things would be different if my father wasn't a carrot top redhead and my mother's family wasn't from Croatia and Slovenia. I'm about as white as you can get. And I know that. I know that I have privilege I never earned. They are less likely to bother me because I'm not even married to a foreigner anymore. Even though he was English, so I don't know what their problem would be, but you never know. But what they're trying to do, they're trying to scare you. Divergent Moon says YouTube is already using censorship and surveillance. Yeah, there's some words you kind of don't throw out there, but oh yes, that's a very good point. Yes, Stars. Boo Boo and Kitty wants his blankie. Oh, would you like the Halloween blankie? Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh, and look at this face. Oh, and look at this face. Because you are the Boo Boo. Because you are the baby boo. You are the precious. Yes, you are. Come here. Oh, you are the good boy. Oh, you are the good boy. Look at you, good boy. Look at you. Okay. Ta-da. All right. True, Jolie. It's always fear and control with these people. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Hang on. Giovanna. People are standing outside of grocery stores. I purchased items for some people or help people. They don't have enough money to pay. I've seen others do the same. Bless you. Bless you for doing that. Oh, bless you, bless you. Yeah. So, usually 70 says, Poo Boo, Sankity's being very patient today. Jolie says, I love how you tuck him in. He likes being under the blanket for some reason. Alfie? No. Cover me up. Oh. All right, so 3 more cards. Is this something we need to worry about? And I'm going to guess I'm more visible than you are, so use me as your canary in the coal mine, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's an option, but maybe. 2,500. Matter of fact, today is the... Where is it? It's not here. What do you mean? Oh, 2,529th video. 2529. That's how many videos I have on this channel. And almost every single one of them is like, Trump is a monster. Hi. Anyway. We are standing together. Yep, we know what this country is. It's not their fear and cruelty. It's not. Hermit world. Okay. The Hermit card is about introspection, and they're not going to do that on the other side. it's just not going to happen. But also, if you're talking scale, remember there's a big world out there too. So when I say you're not alone, holy buckets. We cannot, just on the planet, we cannot wrap our heads around just how not alone on this planet we are. And so many of them believe in decency and kindness and democracy in one form or another. So Crisco says, no, in the best possible way. Never volunteer for coal mine canary. Thank you. I'm just saying that I imagine they would notice me first. So, yeah. But there are much bigger channels than mine. Much. You know that. Huge. Massive. 6-figure subscriber numbers. So, okay. So, let us move on to 2315. What could go wrong? Due to the ongoing government shutdown, ICE has stopped allowing Democratic lawmakers on-demand access to detention facilities, arguing that the funding laws requiring such visits have expired. That should be in court in 3, 2, 1. The move, part of a broader legal dispute over congressional oversight, has sparked outrage among Democrats, me, including me, hi, who accused the Trump administration of using the shutdown to block inspections while continuing aggressive immigration enforcement under alternative funding provisions. Will the courts help? Oh boy. I have the courts here. I have this going on for a while. They consider it their job to block oversight. Because, yeah, sunlight, well, I'd say sunlight is the best disinfectant, but ever since Donald dumpster fire during the pandemic. bringing everything to light here, very obviously, and leaving people distressed, walking away. Four of Swords. I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement here, I'm afraid. And that's just silence. So it's going to be a while. Will there eventually, within the next few years, be better oversight? Oh yeah. Weakened MAGA. This is only a page. Chariot. Big movement. Government. Big change. Big movement in the government. Weakened MAGA. I'll take it. Let's do that. Oh, that reminds me. Just take a moment here for anybody, if you're new, if you haven't seen it, for what it's worth, there is this website. Oh, and there's a kitty. Findhelp.org. You can go here. You can, in the U.S., you can put in your zip code. You don't have to put in other information. You don't have to, put in your name and, all that. No. You just put in your zip code. This should help tell you what is in your area that might be able to help you with food or housing or something else. It's dependent on what's around you, where you are, but if there's a chance, there's something there that might be able to help you, I definitely, that's why I'm sharing it with everyone I possibly can. And I'm really hoping that it can help. So, oh, and if you're wondering what this is second breakfast. My mom gave me she gave me some apples. So now I've got apples in I have protein coffee when I first wake up, and then second breakfast is oatmeal. And today I have apples. It takes very little to make me happy. We know this. We know this. All right. Oh, Boo Boo, you okay? You look unhappy, sweetheart. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. All right. So we're going to go on to, oh gosh, Nazi Ferratu. He's behind this. Surprise! The next question. Exactly, Amy. Exactly. Oh, stack of books. Okay. At 2820, the dumpster fire administration plans to replace several ICE field directors with Border Patrol officials. Why? To accelerate mass deportations after falling short of arrest targets. You actually do a better job if yeeting people who don't belong here out of the country when you do it logically, when you follow the law. Why do you think people were getting so mad at Obama and Biden? They deported a lot of people. Oh, dear damn it. Well, apparently you're not the only one up. There may be a spirit. One of your guides, a family member, has passed on. Who knows? Or, I don't know, could be anything. So, signaling a shift toward more aggressive enforcement tactics. The move overseen by Corey Lewandowski and Greg Bovino, follows frustration from the White House and Stephen Miller, Nazi-Ferratu, over ICE's pace, and mirrors recent controversial border patrol operations in major U.S. cities involving helicopters, tear gas, and large-scale raids. Oh boy. Okay. I've never picked up that Nazi-Ferratu was a member of the SS in his past life. I'm starting to wonder, how could he not be a Nazi? How could he not be a Nazi? Yeah. Nettie says, yeah, they deported a lot of people and they did it without stripping their dignity. Yep. Oh, Amy, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I mean, we're stuck in this for a while. Yeah. World fruits of labor. Sending people out in the world. Party at Mar-a-Lago. A lot of worry and sleepless nights. And sunny countries. That's what that feels like. We're just in this. And they're coming up with various, you know, they're trying different goose-stepping choreography, but it's all the same thing. Lou says he liked the shiny boots and spiffy outfits. Whew. And yes, says just remember, we will make it through this. Yes. Ooh, Lisa K saying that a Chicago judge just ordered Bovino to report daily to her about immigration activities. I love Chicago. Oh, Chris Cole, I picture a boo-boo blanket tent. You'll need short poles, rope, weights, canned food to tie it together. Bet it'll have a peekaboo door for boo-boo. Oh, Miss Gibson, hang in there. Yeah. Higher wisdom. It ends in higher wisdom. So, yeah, they're trying to meet very unrealistic quotas. Ridiculous, cruel, awful quotas. Son, Wheel of Fortune, whether they find you, Ten of Pentacles, their legacy, the plan, but we have higher wisdom. I think that we will get to the other side of this, out the other side, and it will come out in future that there have been, people have been hidden by others. You know, very Anne Frankish of them. There are some places where you will find. Luce is wondering, so instead of goose stepping, does Dumpy chicken step, asking for a friend? Yeah, this is cruelty for cruelty's sake. Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. It's going to go on for a while, I'm afraid. So, okay. Whew. Ms. Gibson says, I've been going online to see my local food pantries. They're requiring that you only do once a month. Is that normal for everybody? I think it depends on the place, but there are definitely limits. Oh, Julie! Autumn had a boo-boo cat. His fur was white as snow, and everything that boo-boo did, his fans would want to know. Oh, I love that. That makes me happy. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you. Oh, yes, you. You are the precious. You are the precious. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. And I will always take care of you. I will always take care of you. All right. So, all right, I wanted to 3550. I want to cover this. We do get new people in here, and there's some questions that I will talk about repeatedly over the weeks or months, because it's important. So Cosmic Goat Lady was asking, is Trump starting, or will he start, a war with Venezuela to cancel the midterm elections? Okay, I think those are two different things. Will he start something with Venezuela? He kind of has, and they're showing remarkable restraint. But the question of will he cancel or find a way to cancel midterm elections? No. I will read on it again, and I'll read on it as many times as people want me to. But the reality is, you're going to have a big legal fight on your hands if the federal government tries to take over state. The elections are controlled by the state. And if the federal government tries to take that over, we're going to have bigger problems than one election. Are they going to try various, are they going to try all the shenaniganery that they can? Yes. But you can't get there from here. And there's disappointment, so they just lie and try to demoralize Democrats. And throw out, and they just, oh my gosh, they lie like rugs. And they'll just keep throwing everything they can at it. Lying, because they can't. They can't. And man, they better, talk about short-sighted. Really? You think federal government can control the elections? Oh, okay. You realize we're not the size of the Netherlands. We're not the size of the UK. We're not the size of... Right, okay. Because what happens when Democrats finally do get back into power? Yeah. I get that we will have midterm elections, and I'm just desperately trying to get every Democrat to vote. Please vote. So, oh yeah. And more states are jerry-rigging their districts to get more Republicans. Oh, well, that could lead me straight to 3845, because a bit of good news with all the gerrymandering arms race going on. Republicans in California have largely abandoned their campaign against Prop 50, a Democratic-backed ballot measure to redraw the state's congressional districts, after funding and momentum collapsed just a week before the vote. My understanding is their vote is next week. Please correct me if I'm wrong, as always. With GOP donors pulling out, and polls showing 62% support for the measure, will the lines be redrawn? Woo-hoo. No, it's on the 4th? Thank you, Deb. Thank you. No, that makes perfect sense, the 4th. November 4th. Thank you. So it's, that's next week. Yeah, it's November 4th is a week from today. Okay. Halloween is Friday. This coming Friday. And my birthday is a week from Thursday. The big 5-4. He's Zen Kitty meditating. He's just being zen. He's tired. He doesn't want to sleep. Queen of Swords. Voting, 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 voting. Democrats standing up. There's hope. Republicans are a day late and $1 short. Then, yeah, but the thing is that we pretty much are going into a gerrymandering arms race. It depends who you talk to, whether that's good or bad for Democrats, because some people say, oh, the Republicans have more places they can gerrymander, and some people are saying, no, the Republicans have already tried gerrymandering so much that the Democrats have more opportunity. It shouldn't have come to this, but here we are. So, Sonia says Halloween is my birthday. Happy early birthday. Lisa Turner turned 53 this past Thursday. Happy belated birthday. Joanne says, how will you celebrate your birthday? I've talked about this before, and I got some very strong comments. I really want to make the birthday cake that I had growing up with my grandmother's frosting. And it's just a wacky cake. It's a chocolate Depression era cake. And then with this white frosting you make with Crisco. And boy, did I have some comments of people telling me, absolutely not. It's like, okay, it's once, it's, yeah, we're good. Thank you, Charles. And a lovely 54 you will be. Thank you. So, yeah. For food, I don't know. I often get takeout. Something, because I don't get takeout very often. So, I don't know. I've really, do you know what I really want? Qdoba. Anyway. Anne says it's basically a buttercream frosting with Crisco instead of butter. I guess. Is buttercream frosting... I've been vegan for 22 years. Is buttercream frosting basically butter and a ton of powdered sugar with a little bit of vanilla and just a tiny bit of white flour? That's my grandmother's recipe. What's that? What did I say? Yes, thank you, Cindy. My birthday is November 6th. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. Okay. So that you can make it with Crisco. There we go. Okay. I'm so glad SKB. Boo-boo calms me. Thank you. Oh, Canova. No. Qdoba. Yes, precious. So. Yes, thank you, Deb. Qdoba. Qdoba. All right. Yes, that's usually the noise he makes when he wants to be covered up. Because he's falling asleep. Are you falling asleep? Oh, that was a big yawn. Oh, that was a big yawn. Oh, that was a big yawn. Here, I can cover you up. There you go, dear. Over here. Come on. No, come this way, dear. Come this way. Come this way. And I'll cover you up. Precious. This way. This way, this way, this way. And stop. There you go. There we go. And there we go. You get some rest. You get some rest. Alright. Yeah, Republicans. Yeah. By Republicans. Lisa Turner says Qdoba does a free meal for your birthday if you have the rewards. I don't actually, but thank you. Tracy says Qdoba is good. Oh, I'm glad. All right. And Chemical Squirrel saying, I think Qdoba is better than Chipotle. There we go. Oh, Sandra says, my brother's birthday was November 6th as well. All right, so to get back to this, yeah, in California, they don't have the power. It's strength of the voters. The right is on the defensive, day late and a dollar short, and crickets. So, sucks to be you, Republicans. Chris Cole says, does Boo Boo's and Kitty sleep at night or just stay up prowling and bugging Alfie? No, he sleeps. He sleeps. Well, as much as I know he does. So, he tends to sleep. All right, so anyway, next at 46:15, let's ask this. At 46:15, will Johnson & Johnson end up suing for slander when all this is said and done? About the whole Tylenol thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Who was it who said? Raymond says, I find Qdoba food is always cold. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It does microwave pretty well. But anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sandra. I am so sorry. It's not that kind of wacky cake. Carol, it is not that kind of wacky cake. No, this is the Great Depression. I don't drink, I don't take drugs. I'm always sober. Can you believe it? I'm like this, sober all the time. Johnson & Johnson, are you going to sue the pants off these idiots? Ooh, a lot of adults involved in this one. See, there are a lot of legal people, a lot of adults, I would say, with the fool in the middle. Guess who that is? After, this is a card of disease and being out in the cold and all of that with pain here as well. And this idiot attacked them with no good reason. The only thing I'm concerned about here is they said it as a part of their jobs. So nothing can happen to Trump. I'm concerned that they will find a way to be protected. And why on earth hasn't Johnson & Johnson already filed? Does anybody know if they filed? No, Sandra. Wacky cake is not the same as wacky tobacco. No. It's just a single layer chocolate cake that doesn't use eggs or milk or butter. It uses oil and yeah, I have to dig out my recipe. It's not like you guys don't have the lawyers. Yeah, this feels like going forward with lawyers, and there's a burden there. some kind of legal choice. I don't know. This, if it happens, it's going to go on for a long time. So, Ms. Gibson says, I think the company, Tylenol Johnson & Johnson, is waiting to see if the money has gone down since he said that, if sales prices have gone down. That would make sense. Julie says, wacky cake was popular during World War II. Yes. Yeah. Raymond says, autism was diagnosed in 1911. Tylenol was invented in 1950. Ding, ding, ding. Eileen says, oil, vinegar, and water. So good. Oh, yeah. Although, to be honest, I just tend to use baking powder. So, because generally in the past, it was so cheap to get baking soda, but you needed some kind of acid to activate it. Whereas baking powder already has an acid, a dry acid, mixed in with baking soda. So you don't have to add the vinegar. And I always have baking powder. So, anyway, for what it's worth. Flour, cocoa, sugar, yep. Oh! Joanne says, I just Googled wacky cake. I'm going to try to make that. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Oh, Amy's allergic to vinegar. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry you're having to deal with that, Miss Gibson. Oh, here we go. Moonstone. Google states Paxton filed against them yesterday. Yes. At 52 minutes in. It's right here. If I can get them. There we go. 52. Thank you so much for going to the news with me. It can be so miserable without you. Thank you. Texas AG Ken Paxton has sued Johnson & Johnson, alleging it failed to warn consumers that taking Tylenol during pregnancy could increase autism risk. It doesn't. Because it's not, you know what? You know what else causes autism? Breathing. Breathing can cause autism. If you were breathing. If you were eating bread, that could cause autism. I'm sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. If you ate an apple. If you got dressed that day. Yeah. If you got dressed, that must be it. Correlation, causation, not the same. True, Ms. Gibson, Tylenol. If you become pregnant, do not take this. Yes, Tylenol should not, if Tylenol becomes pregnant, it should not, well, technically it's making more Tylenol, so it has more Tylenol. But if Tylenol becomes pregnant, gonna have another bite of my cooling, oh, well, fairly cold. Anyway. That sounds really interesting. I have a 1935 cookbook. It's my prized possession. It shows all kinds of substitutes for the usual ingredients. Excellent. I have a bunch of reproductions of stuff from World War II during shortages, but man, they still... Good night. No worries, Ms. Gibson. I just like the idea, because the whole thing's so ridiculous. Amy says, breaking news, birth causes autism. There we go. Birth can cause autism. Exactly. Grief. All right. Oh, how's that gonna go? it's going to go on for a long time, but is it ultimately going to... It's just here. It's just... Maybe the government will settle? I don't know. Whether it'll just drag on, or by the time it really gets in front of a judge or is really being heard, then the dumpster fire isn't even there anymore. They could get some money, but there's just not a whole lot of energy here. So, oh, here we go. The bear says Tylenol, current owner Kenvue, an independent publicly traded company since August of 2023. Oh, so it's not Johnson & Johnson. So why is Ken Paxton suing Johnson & Johnson? The news link is in the description box. Usually, I mean, he is so vile that he you know, if he's not accurate, he can't be as cruel as he and awful and corrupt as he wants to be. So that would be a pretty dumb idea. Anyway. Okay. Amy says Kenvue was a spin-off of Johnson & Johnson. There we go. Thank you. Oh, okay. Now this, 50, 56, 45. I cannot. I cannot. I think Will and Belly had a song called White Girl Can't Even. I think of that sometimes when I'm just thinking, I can't. I just, all right. Okay, I can't. Oh gosh. All right. If you're drinking something, you need to put it down. If you're holding something heavy, you need to put it down. Okay? King Charles made history by holding an ecumenical service in the Sistine Chapel with Pope Leo XIV on October 23rd of this year, which marks the first time a reigning British monarch and a pope have prayed together since 1534. Ooh, can you hear that spinning? That would be the bones of Henry, just... I'm just gonna... It's just, oh my gosh. You know that meme, gasps in Spanish? Well, this is fall out of my chair in Elizabeth. True, I didn't know Charles was that old. Wow. Oh, the new Bishop of Canterbury is a woman, but funny. She hasn't been put in that position yet. So the old one is the one who went. The man is the one who went with Charles to go see the Pope. Wouldn't want a woman there. So, yeah, King Henry VIII, who split the church to form the Church of England because he wanted a son. They didn't understand that comes from the man, not the genders, not from the... Okay. Anyway. Now, here's the thing. That on itself is like, okay. Four Wagging Tails says, be not fooled, King Charles is sexist. Oh, yeah. Now, what he should be doing is... I don't know, making amends with his son? Yeah, he's your son. Yes, he married a woman of color, but so? Anyway, and more importantly, he should be kicking his brother to the curb completely. Anyway, here's the thing, and this is, I threw myself back in my chair and threw my arms over my head. King Charles, the Supreme Governor of the Church of England, and Pope Leo XIV met to foster closer relations between the two churches. And reportedly for Charles to seek counsel after the latest Prince Andrew-Epstein scandal. You didn't know what to do with Andrew, so you've gone to ask the Catholic Church. You've gone to you don't know what to do with Andrew, so you're asking the Catholic Church. Now, from what we've heard is that Pope Leo, whenever he hears about any of that kind of thing happening, he's like, bounce. He's like, you're gone, which is how it should be. You're gone and we're calling the police. That's how it should be. But Charles seeking counsel after the latest Prince Andrew-Epstein scandal. Okay. Pope Leo has approved of King Charles a new title of Royal Confrater, or Brother, which comes with its own seat at the Basilica. Oh, yeah. Is that Catherine of Aragon I hear in the background going... Charles has also approved 2 British honors for Leo, making him the Papal Confrater of St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, and conferring on him the Knight Grand Cross of the Order of Bath. Order of the Bath. I think, is that Mary I hear in the distance? What? Whew. Sharon says, thank you for the no eating and drinking warning. I know, it's just... Yes, Jolie. Well, that's rich. Yeah. There's more written here. What does it say? There is a small but steadily growing call for Charles to abdicate by hardliners, but overall the reception is seemingly positive. We know that Henry VIII is rotisserie in his grave while Catherine of Aragon cackles. Will this prove overall to be a positive thing? Oh, for 500, how 500 years has brought you so low. Oh, gosh. Maria says, oh, mother meatball. No swearing on this channel, so mother meatball. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and yes, this is Charles trying to get into heaven. He's going to go to Saudi Arabia next. And he's going to, I think there's still some Shinto temples in Japan he could test out. Do you remember the scene in the original Mummy movie when the mummy was closing in on the one guy, and he just starts pulling necklace after necklace out with different religious symbols on it and praying in that religion? That's Charles now. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, yeah, he's trying to get into heaven. He's not well. He's not well. Kelly, that's a diss to the Catholic Church. I don't know. Which is we really are in the upside down, aren't we? Yeah. King of Pentacles. There he is. There's Charles. It's for the reading. Queen of Wands, but I got a big old tower. Big old tower. And then Page of Ghosts. which is... Okay, then Queen of Ghosts and 10 of Pentacles. The king is dead, long live the king, the sun. The queen, the legacy lives on. Yeah. Oh, that's true, Anne. The original mummy was with Boris Karloff. Forgive me. I meant the Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz version. So, yeah. Yes, Kelly, the king is the head of the English, yes, the English, Church of England. Bwahaha. Yes, that 100%. Whew. Oh, Goral has something interesting there. Goral says red states join in lawsuit against the Trump government for killing SNAP funds. Oh. All right, let's I'm from the way I'm not able to speak words, I'm running out of energy, but it is well after the hour. But let's have a look. Suing for SNAP. Will it help? Will it work? Yes, the adulterer. Yeah. Someone sent me a picture of Princess Diana dancing with John Travolta. Do you remember that? That was in the East Wing. There was a ballroom. Just saying. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's just say very unhappy. And there are a lot of Republicans out there who know this could just blow up. Terrible fear, pain, hunger. Democrats trying to move forward, trying to pick up the slack as they just leave this giant hole and walk away. It will help raise the profiles of Democratic politicians and get more Democratic voters. I don't have, I feel like it's Republicans panicking, but this is pain, and then this is all Democrats standing up for people like normal. Yep. Yeah, it says Henry couldn't get an annulment from Anne Boleyn. Was then excommunicated. No, he couldn't get an annulment to Catherine of Aragon. He had been married to her for like 20 years. And he's like, oh, we don't have a son, therefore I want an annulment. What? Obviously, it was not blessed by God with a man-child. Oh, there's a man-child here, all right. Oh. Catherine of Aragon. It's just one of the many awful things he's doing. Ace of Swords, so that would be, and there would be a decision there, but then I've just got I've got four swords, I've got silence. I don't want people to go hungry. I want people to get their, look, you can make an exception for flipping ice. You can help hungry people. Makes me crazy. Absolutely makes me absolutely crazy. Judgment. Big old judgment. Yeah, I don't like... Far right feeling beaten up. And if this happens, they deserve that feeling. I'm not saying they should literally be beaten up, but electorally, yes. King of Cups, Democrats stepping forward, like always. But I still got people out in the cold, hungry. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to do, I know it's more than 10 past, or more, I've been on for more than an hour, and I've been on for an hour and 11 minutes, but I'm going to do a cards for us, because I can't leave it on that. Cards for us. Chris Cole says, chat, are today's royals blood related to Henry VIII? I want to say yes, but I don't know. Oh, 2 hours. Oh, I'd be on the floor. But I do, you know, I've joined, been lucky enough to join Jen Lynn and Becca and Johnny. They go for 2 hours. Whew. After that, they're like, yeah, we're going to hang out and chat. I was like, I'm sorry. Bear says, no, they came from German royalty. Cards for us. Hope. They're alienating their own people. There's hope. You know, there comes a point where at least some of these MAGA people realize that they wouldn't be welcome at Mar-a-Lago. It finally twigs. Oh! Yeah. Six of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Page of Wands. This is... There's hope, but this is just Republicans floundering. Was it Thune or Speaker Mikey the Heretic who came out within the last couple of days and said, Republicans don't control Congress? Trying to blame everything on them? Yeah. I want to say I came on at about 5 past. I've been trying really hard to get here on time. It's just there's a lot going on. But you're very important to me, so I'm always here, as soon as I can be. Oh, it was the entrance hall of the main residence of the White House. Thank you, lucky girl. Thank you. I'm just getting a lot of, if you watch any House Sparks, he's been covering a lot of the words out of Dumpster Fire's mouth recently, and it's hard to get through. But on the right, they're starting to go after each other. People saying they don't like things Trump's doing, saying that not just like the Groypers, but I mean, even talking heads, people with podcasts on the right, they're starting to go after each other. So I'm just getting a whole lot of conflict on their side. So have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever it is you drink. Find a good book. And just remember, this is not your mess, and this is not your fault. So, okay, I'll fix that. Ancient Pollyanna says, Hal Sparks' lips, they're like machine guns, you know? Trump said that about KKK airline. Anyway, okay, so please remember you're not alone, that we're in this together, that there are good days ahead, and we're going to get through this, all right? And thank you for going through the news with me. Thank you. All right, so it is 1:20. Oh gosh, I am on late. It is 1:28 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. Sarah should be there too. That's always good. And we have really nice people in the chat. So you're always welcome, and we'll just encourage you to go after your dreams and what you want to do. So during that lull of the day when it's easy to just kind of drift or not get exactly, the energy's flagging and it's hard to concentrate, yeah, it helps. All right, please take care. All right, and I will see you later, as always. All right, bye.